What's up, YouTube? This is Austin with Bailey Renovations Construction. So kind of wanted to do a review today. I'm hanging some wall board. I'm hanging this entire house anyway. So I did a video on my rough work pouches, but I don't see a lot of videos out there about guys and their drywall pouches and what they carry in them. There's a few. A lot of guys have taken, framers bags and turned them into drywall pouches, which is kind of what I have done. I wouldn't necessarily call this a framer's rig, but anyway, I just kind of wanted to show you what my pouches were. Any newbies watching this, they can kind of get some information. It is getting to be summertime. Guys are going to be graduating high school, so they may see this and want to be going into the drywall trades. So thought I would make a video on my bags so that way they could see, kind of what I'm carrying. So I have two of the same bags for the right and the left side. Starting from the bottom of my right side, I have a 25-foot Stanley Fat Max tape measure. It's better to have more than not enough. Now I know commercial drywallers, residential drywallers, most of them, the length of sheets that they go is about 12 feet long. Can't imagine a 16-foot sheet of drywall, but 12-foot sheets of drywall. So you can get away with a 16-foot tape measure, but for layout purposes along a wall, for productivity and stuff like that, you want to be able to kind of lay out two sheets in your head. So 25-foot tape measure will get you there. Carry that in the very bottom there. Right up from that, I carry my wallboard fixed blade knife. If you're going to be doing a lot of drywall, you're going to be hanging a lot of drywall, whether it be short term or every now and again, get a fixed blade knife. A retractable blade knife, you're going to burn through them just because the drywall gets inside here and it gums everything up. So any professional drywaller is going to tell you get a fixed blade knife. This is a good one. You can pick it up for about $5 at Home Depot or Lowe's. As I throw it on the ground. Right next to that, I carry two things in a big pouch. I carry a mini chalk box and a pack of blades. Reason for that is chalk line. If you got a piece that is a 1/2 inch in variation, or you got a piece that you say you're cutting a vaulted ceiling, and you got 4'6" to 3'2". Well, takes a little bit longer to get a level out and make that mark when you can just make two marks, stretch chalk line, snap it, and then cut it and go on. So that's why I have a chalk line. And that up here, I carry two tools. Usually I carry my rasp right there, but it's in the other room. I got a wallboard drywall knife or jab saw or drywall saw or keyhole saw. There's a bunch of names for them, but this is a wallboard. It's a good knife. It's got two sets of teeth on it, so it kind of cuts on the push and the pull, so you get through the drywall a little faster. Good knife. Here I have a like a 4-in-1 multi-driver. I got a Phillips head and a flathead. Reason for that is Phillips head, if I need to remove a receptacle to hang the drywall around it, I can do that. Or if I got a screw that's not all the way seated, I can get in there and wrench on it and reseat that screw. Flip it over, I got a flathead for when I need to change out my blades, because my utility knife or my fixed blade knife is a flathead screw. So that's why I carry a screwdriver. Some drywallers you won't see carrying screwdrivers. I do, because I like to perfect my work. So I don't like screws hanging out, because 90% of the time I'm the one that's finishing my work. So I make sure that I got a screwdriver, and I may even pull this out of my bags and carry this around while I'm taping. So if I hear a tink, I can wrench that down and get more mud in there. Over here, coming from the top going down, I got two tools. I carry a torpedo level and a speed square. Speed square is for when I need to mark out a sheet. Say I need it at 4'9". I can make a longer mark. So that way when I slide my speed square over, I can see that visually versus a little crow's foot. Torpedo level I carry. A lot of professional drywallers, you're not going to see them carry a torpedo level. I'm an all-around carpenter, so I carry tools that help me out get my job done faster. So I don't use a roto zip all the time. So when I need to mark out for an outlet, I'll make my marks, put my level on there, scribe my marks all the way around, and take my keyhole saw, cut that out, set my wallboard up. Takes a little more time. You got to get a little more accurate with your measurements. When a lot of guys, professional drywallers, they'll hang their wallboard up, get 5 or 6 screws in there, mark where the center of their key, where their outlet is, zip it out, and then finish screwing their sheet off. Coming down in this little pocket right here, getting into the fasteners, I got some 2-inch finish nails. 2-inch finish nails help me in a closet, bathrooms, hallways, when I'm hanging lid by myself. I can take a couple of these and I can tack them up in the side of the wall. I can set my drywall up in there. That kind of gives me, that way I can free this hand, hold it up, grab my gun, and zip a couple of screws in there. Get my sheet screwed off. I can pull these nails out and move on to my next sheet for my lid. So that's why I have those. They're an extra set of hands. Yeah, it takes a few extra seconds, but when I'm working by myself like I usually do, it's easier that way. In this bigger pocket here, which is always full of 1 1/4 drywall screws. 1 1/4 drywall screws is about the standard for hanging wallboard. Most wallboard is 1/2 inch. If you're hanging fire rock, then it's going to be 5/8. 1 1/4 screws will hang 5/8. I recommend getting 1 5/8 or even 2-inch screws to hang 5/8 board. That way you get enough of a bite for that screw. That's what I recommend. But a lot of guys will hang fire rock with, 1 1/4 screws. So in this outside pocket or lower hung pocket, I carry 2-inch drywall screws. And for that reason is if I got a piece of backer I need to put on a stud because the drywall or the wall's not laying out right, or whatever it may be. 2-inch drywall screws, screw backer on there. Help me with my seams, get my seams nice and flat, nice and flush. Back here I have a circle cutter. Mainly going to use this in bathrooms, kitchens, ceiling light fixtures, or mainly a 4-inch box hanging there. So you're gonna have to measure for that. You can use a circle cutter. Like I said, a lot of commercial, professional drywallers, they're gonna have a roto zip. So they're gonna screw the outside parts of the sheet, roto zip that out, and then screw the rest of the sheet off. Like I said, I own a roto zip. On this house, I'm using it. But on smaller drywall jobs, I won't get that thing out just because it's noisy, it's messy. Customers don't like it. And then I carry a pencil, and I usually have a Sharpie, but I just don't have one with me today. So that's about it. Turn around here, I have my hammer. I carry a 14-ounce wood stiletto hammer for framing drywall. It's a smooth face, it's not a waffle face. I've used smooth faced hammers ever since I started. A lot of guys ask me why. Learn how to swing a hammer and you won't hurt your finger. So that's kind of how I tell them. The waffle face would come out because guys would hit their thumb or hit their hand. Learn how to swing a hammer. You learn how to swing a hammer, you'll keep your thumbs out of the way. So that stays there. I have another hammer loop here. It's more of a box hammer loop, and that's where I carry my impact or my drywall gun. It's got a clip on it, so it'll hang there. Hangs behind me, so I can get it out and screw my drywall off. But that's basically it. Those are my drywall bags. These drywall bags came from Lowe's. They're, like I said, they're really a framer's rig. It's not really anything special. It's not like a specialty drywall bag that's got a spot for your rasp and a place for your keyhole saw and all that stuff. So I don't need it. Professional drywaller, just like a professional framer, I spend more money on my framing bags because that's mainly what I'm doing all the time, or wearing, hanging trim or, doing all that stuff. But these drywall bags, I drywall a couple times a year, so I don't need to spend $200 on a set of nail bags for drywall. I got these at Lowe's. Like I said, they're McGuire nickels. I picked them up for $20 for each pouch. Both sides. I paid $5 or $6 for the belt, $4 or $5 for the hammer loop out back. And then this other one here, I had on an old set of AWP bags that I had, and I pulled that off and put that on there. I also use these pouches for siding. So when I'm hanging siding, I'll pull all my drywall tools out, stuff my snips and everything in there that I need for hanging siding, and I go about it. So anyway, thanks for watching. Like I said, this is Austin with Bailey Renovation Construction. stay working hard, keep up the good work, and thanks for watching the video.